Back in the day when watching movies, Japanese ninjas were great to peek through a paper door. And if you step into a traditional Japanese house, reading the book or looking at the pictures will be very interesting. Position. No thick brick walls, no, the glass doors are sturdy, everything is very light. And the most impressive thing was paper doors. Just looking through them, I thought a strong sneeze would tear it completely. But interestingly, doors like so it has existed in Japan for hundreds of years. Years. Something so fragile. Why? Is it trusted and used by an entire nation for a long time? The answer lies in one very important thing. Important. The Japanese don't build houses according to the kind of resistance against nature that they design next to the house to live in harmony with nature. And the door. The paper called shoji paper door is one such example. It is the clearest symbol of that way of thinking. It is not a random choice. Naturally, it is the result of hundreds of years. Adapt, experiment, make mistakes, then optimize. If look closely and you'll see the paper door. That kind of weakness is actually an extreme solution, exceptionally intelligent, even ahead of his time. Many aspects. Actually, the door paper is not a unique product of Japan, which originated from China. In ancient times, the Chinese already knew how to use it, paper, and they used it to glue onto the wooden structure. Doors, interior partitions especially common. Changes occurred during the Tang and Song dynasties. See, film directors often have scenes involving eavesdropping, and they cut holes in the paper door to peek inside. However, when it was introduced to Japan, the Japanese not only reuse but also optimize, Japanized it in their own way, making the paper thin, more lighter door frame, sliding design, more flexible, and especially transform it into part of a philosophy of life, aesthetics, and nothingness cunning. To put it simply, China. It is the birthplace of the paper door idea, and Japan is where it became one, a very unique cultural symbol. To understand why Japan maintains its borders, long-term paper, you need to understand where it's intended. Apply. Japan. Japan is not. It is an easy place to live. This is the country, located right on the Pacific Ring of Fire Ocean, where tectonic plates collide continuously. Thousands of matches every year. Small earthquakes occur every few years. The earthquake was large enough to destroy an entire area. City. If you build a house with concrete, heavy bricks and stones, an earthquake occurred. That the most dangerous thing is not the shaking, but this is your home. These pictures, the heavy wall collapsed, the door shattered, and they will all become weapons. People Japan is familiar with this, understands this from very early and choose a different way. Don't do it. Houses are fixed in place to try to be more resilient to earthquakes. Because how could it be harder to make? Softer houses that are easier to build. Nature. Wooden house, lightweight frame, walls, thin paper doors. When there's an earthquake, the whole house. The house shook and swayed, but it didn't collapse. It'll just fall down. If it breaks, it'll only be a small thing. It's torn paper, minor frame breakage, repairs needed. It's also very fast and saves money. Image. It's as simple as this. If it's concrete, if it's very hard, then the house is like a tree. Bamboo, when windy, bends but doesn't. Broken and paper doors are part of that's the Japanese philosophy. Another factor is the climate. Japan. There was a very special summer, hot and humid. Humidity can reach 80 to 90. I used to live in northern Vietnam during the humid season, you'll understand how unpleasant the feeling of dampness is. How? Under such conditions, if the house was cramped like a concrete box, the air was stuffy. It will become damp, moldy, stuffy, and unsuitable. The living room became a steam oven. The door. The paper resolves this issue in a certain way. Very simple but effective. Not really. It is a solid wall, it is a barrier. Soft, air can still circulate, wind, it can still squeeze through every little gap. More importantly, because of the sliding doors, the Japanese, it is possible to open up the entire space in just a few minutes, a few seconds. A room can transform into a completely open space that welcomes the breeze. Many sides. The Japanese house is therefore not. It is a closed mass that resembles a body. It is alive. It can open, close, or change. Adjust according to the weather. To put it simply, Japanese houses aren't designed to keep you cool, but it's about living with the heat, the effect. Next, we need to get the light. Now, turning the switch will bring electricity, but the method... Things were different a few hundred years ago. The daylight days are incredibly precious, but direct sunlight is also not suitable. Which one feels comfortable if the sunlight shines directly on it? The house was hot and sunny through the glass windows, especially in the morning. In the summer, the Japanese found a solution. The method was extremely subtle. It involved using paper invitations. It's washi paper. This type of paper is not the same. Ordinary paper, it's made from plant fibers. Durable, long-lasting, and especially light-transmitting. Light penetrates but is diffused. Passing through the paper layer will make it softer, like a natural filter. The result? The whole room would certainly light up, but not dazzling. The light spreads evenly and easily. It's hard on the eyes. You're sitting in a room, the room has a shoji door. You can see it at noon. The soft light spreads everywhere, creating a pleasant atmosphere, a feeling of extreme peace. This is what ants experience. Modern lighting is called diffused light, scatter. But the Japanese have been doing that since, hundreds of years ago, it was only made of paper. Part next, it relates to philosophy and the Japanese way of life. The Japanese have a slightly different concept of beauty. I don't like things that are too perfect, too clearly. It's too ostentatious. They prefer something subtle, gentle, with a hint of undercooked flavor. Exaggerated. That feeling. You can't see clearly. Outside, through the paper window, you can only see. I saw a figure, I saw light, I saw... The movement is faint, it creates a gap. A good balance between privacy and connection. The space thus became very Japanese. Not noisy, not sharp, but soft and silence. This is the spirit of Japan, the beauty of simplicity, of imperfect things, of concepts. The concept has a gap in meaning. The Japanese, instead of trying to fill everything, they left a space for people to feel, a door. Paper is actually a tool for creating. The emotions are very Japanese in style. One more thing, let's ignore all that romantic stuff. Let's return to the practical things people understand. Japan. That looks like a Japanese house. It has no fixed space. A house. The room is not subject to regulations or closure. The frame is either a bedroom or a living room. All both are subject to change depending on the time. If you open all the doors in the morning, the house becomes... It should be spacious and bright. But in the evening when it's dark, the door's closed, dividing the space into separate areas. With just a few sliding movements of the door, it can transform the entire house. This is especially important in this context. In Japan, land is scarce, houses are small. Instead of building, with many fixed rooms, they create a space. Flexible space that can be transformed according to needs. Bridge. It's like a multi-purpose room, but at a much higher level. One very practical point is that paper doors are cheap. So with glass or other modern materials, the cost of making paper doors is much lower. But more importantly, it's easy to fix. Torn paper doesn't need fixing. It doesn't need fixing. The whole door needs replacing, not just the door itself. That's all the paper. For an ordinary person, it can also be done by yourself. In Japan, changing paper is easy. Shoji at the end of the year is almost a ritual. It's a ceremony. It's similar to cleaning the house to welcome Tet in Vietnam. Nam, replace the paper with a brighter one. Cleaner, preparing for a new year. One, it's a small detail, but it shows how the Japanese transform something very ordinary to become a part of the culture. So, do Japanese people still use doors today? Is there more paper? If you go to Japan now, you'll see something quite interesting. Location. On the outside, it's a tall glass building. Shiny, modern concrete, no different. What the West does. But inside some apartment or hotel style. Traditionally, you will encounter these again. The paper door is very familiar. It's like a way of connecting to the past. And currently, so why would something seemingly... Does outdated technology still exist? then for the Japanese, it has never been just one thing. The door, it feels more like being alive. It is an item. When you walk into the room had a shoji paper door. The first feeling, the first one is not a paper door, but a very peculiar silence. The light. It doesn't hit the eye directly, it spreads gently. Space is not divided in a way, rigid yet soft with depth. Everything, it seemed to slow down a beat, and it appeared the more opportunities people have, the more they remember. Back to the old things. That's what glasses are. Concrete is very difficult to achieve. The feeling, that's something not everyone can explain, but anyone who has experienced it will recognize it. It's much more pleasant, that's why. In many modern Japanese apartments, even though the area is not large, people still try. Keep one room with a paper door. It's like as a resting corner in the house, so you can sit down, have some tea, and read a book. Or simply sit and rest. There's no need to... They didn't do anything. And in the hotels, traditionally, row doors were almost a thing. It's indispensable because tourists come. This is not for experiencing the presence. The main purpose is to experience the essence of Japan. And paper doors are a very clear part of that substance. It gives a feeling of closeness. Stay close to nature even when you are indoors. House. Outdoor light filters through the window. Paper, a gentle breeze seeping in. Everything connects. They interacted with each other very naturally. Speaking of which, to put it simply, the Japanese don't keep, it's because they had no other choice. They keep it because it's a part of the past, it's a part of life, it's not competitive. It is a blend of art and modernity. It exists in parallel, with modernity as a way to balance back to life. And perhaps that's the right thing to do. Most importantly, paper doors still exist. It's not because it's convenient anymore, but because it brings that feeling again, the feeling the Japanese still need. Thank you for following the story. If you find it interesting, please click here, like and subscribe to the channel. Now, then I would like to say goodbye.